Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about my tending list for the month of January. Now, I had high aspirations to get this filmed and posted on Tuesday, which was yesterday, but that didn't happen. So I really wanted to do that because of Tending List Tuesday, which is a thing in the Cultivate community. But instead, I'm going to be doing Tending List Tuesday on Wednesday this month. And then hopefully in future months, I'll be able to actually get this done on the first Tuesday of the month. And that is the plan anyway, but we'll see how that goes. Now, I did also plan on filling out my tending list on camera. That was my original plan. However, it didn't work the way I wanted it to, so I've already filled it out, so I'm just gonna show you what I have done. And then again, maybe in future months, I'll actually do it live on camera for you, just so you can get an idea of how I'm filling mine out, in case that is gonna be of use to you. So now I do have to explain at the front end that I didn't do this quite in the correct order. I'm already in the habit of making a list for the month. I try to do it every month and then keep track of it. But the only difference is with a tending list, it is broken up into monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items, obviously. So the only difference is the breakdown of it, but the actual habit of writing a monthly list is something that I pretty much already have. So I kind of already wrote my list and then did the preparation exercises after the fact, which is not how I recommend doing this. So I did it backwards, but I'm going to just go ahead and go through it the way it's supposed to look and then go from there. So this preparation page, it has 4 boxes, as you can see. So first you fill out what are the big important things that you want to get done. When I say big, well, maybe it doesn't have to be big. I say big because I put in kind of like the bigger items on my list, but they can be small, like drink more water, or wake up at your appointed time, or buy flowers on the weekend, or something like that. It can be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be big. I just put down some of the bigger action items, and then you write down what you're excited for. Now, this originally said 4. I whited it out because I wanted it to be 2. So I whited it out, so it just says I'm excited, and then 2, start new projects, make plans and decisions with my husband Stephen, and then 2, read the first 5 books of the Bible. So for those of you who don't know, in Club 119, we are reading the first 5 books of the Bible as our Season 4 project. So if you want any information on that, I'll link the video in the description box, and you can check that out. And then on my mind, this is a section where you write down what is worrying you and stressing you out. And here at the bottom, it just says, clear the mental and heart clutter to move forward with clarity. And so I do have a few worries, but biggest on my heart was kind of just worrying about facing, this is how I verbalized it, but I don't even think I verbalized it very well. It says, I'm worried about facing and experiencing new and unknown challenges. So basically, without getting into detail, there are very specific things that I'm praying about in this season of my life. And I'm not just anxious about the thing I'm praying for. I have anxiety about how it works. So for instance, let's say you have a desire to learn how to swim, right? But you may not have a fear of the water, but you may have anxiety around, okay, so what is it like to get in the water on the deep end? What is it like to let go of the edge? What is it like to move my feet and move my arms and breathe at the right time, right? So I might not actually fear the water. I actually desire to be in it, but the mechanics of swimming might give me anxiety. Okay, so that was just an illustration. I don't actually fear the water. I'm not the greatest swimmer, but that's not what this is about. So the mechanics of some of the things that I have on my heart and that I'm praying for is kind of giving me some anxiety. That's what my worry is, or that's where my worries lie. And so that's what I wrote down. And then I am hopeful that doing well little by little will turn into good habits, healthy routines, motivation to keep working hard. That's what I'm hoping for. And I do have the goal setting sticker book, and so I've got some stickers here on the page. I do have, when I set this up, when I set up my goals and my prep sheets, and if you didn't watch that video, that is linked in the description below as well. You can see how I did my prep work. But I did assign colors to each of my goals. Originally, I had written the goal across the page, or I'm sorry, across the box, but I decided to do it differently. I'd seen somebody else just kind of write it halfway, and then in here, they kind of wrote down the little mini goals or the little things that make up this big goal, if that makes sense. So I haven't done that part yet, but I did white out my original writing and write them down this way. So anyway, I've got my colors here, and then I have pens from my Inkjoy, my Papermate Inkjoy collection that match my flags and match the colors that I've chosen. And so I just kind of used them here to bullet with some hearts. And then I didn't actually use them anywhere else, but there's that. And then here, because I had kind of already written my list and I was doing this backwards, I didn't really fill much in here, as you can see. Hopefully in another video in the future, I'll actually do the process correctly, just to kind of show you how I should be doing it. All right, so I've got my monthly action items. I still have 1, 2, 3 more spaces to put 3 more things if I think of anything else. But during the month, I want to read 5 to 6 books. I'm already on my 3rd book. It is January the 8th. I'm on my 3rd book. Thank you very much. I'm very happy about that because Lord knows I'm probably going to slip behind. So if I can just get a head start at the beginning of the year, that's always a good thing. Because my goal this year is to read 60 books. Last year it was 50. I got to 45. I think it's safe enough, if I'm intentional, I think it's safe enough to aspire to even more this year. So 60 books, that's what I'm shooting for, and I'm ahead of schedule. I want to post 8 videos on the channel. I'm a little behind there on everything YouTube related. I do want to get planters for the indoor plants I have in my living room. I want to set up a perpetual calendar. I need to plan, my husband and I need to plan our anniversary, if we're taking a trip, whatever we're going to do, we don't know yet. We need to plan that because our anniversary is next month. We don't want to be scrambling. I do want to start prepping tax information. So any documents that that we've already gotten, receipts that I need to dig up, all that stuff. I don't like scrambling at tax season, and my husband doesn't like scrambling at tax season. There are going to be a few different things this year that we haven't really done before, so I just want to get through the process as smoothly as possible and not be stressed about taxes. So I want to start getting that ball rolling. And then I want to put family time on the calendar. So we've been talking about setting time each month to spend time with his parents and my parents. We also want to spend time with friends. I should put that on there too. Put family, let's see, put friend time. Let's see, that doesn't sound right. How about put time with friends? Time with friends. Calendar. Okay. And then that is going to get one of these colors. So relationships has this orange color. And you guys, I didn't originally order the sticker book with my power sheets. But after a while, I was like, I really want the stickers. I want more stickers. And these nails are not doing me any favors. So here we go. Okay, there we go. So put time with friends on the calendar. And then those are my monthly items. And then weekly action items include, I want to meal plan every week. I need to send out my weekly email newsletter, which I totally dropped the ball on last year. I accomplished my goal of starting an email newsletter and growing my email list, but I dropped the ball on continuing it. So that'll be my challenge for 2020. I want to work out 3 times a week. I'm on track for that already. Weekly date nights, weekly planning session, and then I need to complete all of the chores that I set for myself every week. Okay, and then daily action items are taking my vitamins, having quiet time, journaling, reading, and making the bed. Which reminds me, I need to hurry up and do this video so I can make the bed before my husband gets home. Don't tell him. So it is the 8th, like I said before, so I need to check my journal. I have been journaling every day, so I need to kind of check my journal to kind of trigger what my day was like on each of these past days this month, and that'll kind of give me an indicator as to whether or not I did any of these things, because I should be able to remember from triggering that with my journal entries. My top priority this month is routines. So I've been, since the beginning of the week, I did not count the first few days of the month because I was still kind of in vacation mode because my husband was off. But starting Monday, I have been getting up at 5:30 like I've set out to do. I have been pretty good about going to bed on time, which is 10 o'clock. I have done 2 out of the 3 workouts this week. Let's see. I don't know why I count like this because I can never hold my 4th finger up. What else? I did sort of meal plan. But anyway, I just have all of these different things that need to be a part of a rhythm, right? So waking up, going to bed with a clean kitchen, which is a real big struggle of mine. Recording, I want to record at certain times of the week, write blog posts certain times of the week, and just kind of get into these habits and routines and rhythms so that I have a framework to work in, so that when other things come at me that, I'm not expecting, that could potentially derail me, I know how to get back into that rhythm once I, get back into whatever is normal. So I believe that that's an important state to be in, because it's not a matter of if we will potentially be derailed, it's a matter of when we will potentially be derailed. And we want to have as much rhythm in our life so that when that situation passes, or if we have to kind of find a new normal, we know what our baseline is, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to create, is just my baseline. And that's not an easy thing to do. So, and then words of encouragement, or encouraging words. I just put some lyrics from a song by Laura Story, whose name I should put here. I don't know if she wrote the song. It would make sense that she would have written the song because she's a songwriter. But it just says, "Faithful you have been every step of the way." And you can find that song on Spotify or Pandora or wherever you listen to your music. It's just called "Every Step." And it's a beautiful song. It's kind of been an anthem for me for the past couple of months. And I love it. So that's what I wrote down. And then at the end of the month, I'll do a month in review, and then walk through the setup of my February attending list, and I'll show you kind of how my progress went. And hopefully by the end of the month, lots of this stuff will be filled in. I did use the dots and a couple of hearts to mark my color codes. Like I said, I will go back and fill some of this in. This I can't fill out because it's not the end of the week yet, so I haven't completed anything yet. And that's it. That is it. I have really, really loved getting this all set up. The only other thing that I have to do in my prep work is I have to finish filling out the action plan pages. So the action plan pages look like this. I do have some sticky notes kind of hanging out in some of these, as you can see. So we're working on it. I've just started working on my first action plan for Cultivate a Faithful Life, and working through that. I might not actually have a second or a third mini goal. I might just leave that. I'm filling this part out here. The sentence needs to be finished. But I'm filling this part out here, and just going to go through step by step and slowly. This doesn't all necessarily have to be in place before I start my tending list, and that's the case. It's not all filled in before I started my tending list. So I'm just going to work through this at my own pace and ease into it as I can. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to continue to share my tending lists with you throughout the rest of this year. If you have not yet seen my prep, my prep work for, why can't I get these words out? My prep pages for my power sheets. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You can find a link for it down below. Like I said, it is part of a whole series that I called Build a Better Year 2020, where I talked about all kinds of goal setting topics, and you can find that playlist down below as well. If you don't have power sheets yet, like you don't even have a copy of these yourself, and you're thinking about getting them, at the time of this recording, they only have one more cover left. It is the Blooms cover. It's got all these beautiful flowers on the front. Flowers like, I thought I could flip to it really quickly, you guys, I'm sorry. It's got all these pretty flowers on the front. It's the last one they have left. Their inventory on their year-long power sheets is running low. It's got beautiful flowers on the front. The inventory is running low, so if you want to make the purchase, now is the time. There's a link for the shop down below. You can grab yourself a copy of this awesome resource and start using it for 2020. Because once they're gone, they're gone. And let me tell you, in 2019, or in 2018, when I didn't buy 2019 power sheets, I was like, I don't know. And that was kind of my attitude for ever since I had heard about power sheets, which was a while ago. Once 2019 hit, I kind of regretted it. So you don't want to be in that position where you regret it. So anyway, check out the shop below if you're interested and get yourself a copy before they're all gone. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, I will talk to you all later. Happy planning. Happy New Year. This is my first video of the year. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.